Hello guys and welcome back to the ESL One Mumbai 2019 India Qualifiers. Had to cut the ad roll short just because we didn't have enough time. Sorry guys. We have a best of 3 here between LXG esports and ROG Titans for the winners bracket of this tournament. Whoever wins this game gets to fight against Signify in the winner brackets final, and whoever loses will have to beat Coming Soon if they want to remain in the tournament. For now, ROG Titans have one leg up over LXG esports with a very impressive game number 1 where they played their draft to perfection, and they actually played a very interesting Shadow Fiend that even impressed my expert Shadow Fiend co-caster here, Mr. Wingblade. My name is D Swordfish. I'll be here with, of course, Wingblade for this game number 2. How you doing, my friend? Okay, Wingblade will be back very shortly, guys. Do not worry. It'll only be a temporary setback. Okay, can you hear me on TeamSpeak? Okay. No, I can't hear you, Wingblade. I'm sorry. I don't know what you have set up. Just talk whenever you can. I'm gonna start analyzing the draft because we have ROG Titans styling up the Lich and Juggernaut yet again. The Lich Juggernaut combo, very popular these days. I mean, yeah, it's just super powerful.
I'll just stay on Discord.
Oh, there it is.
If something goes wrong, I'll just go to TeamSpeak, try to figure it out.
Okay, great. So the Juggernaut Lich again starting up ROG Titans, now combining with a Rubik. It's a fantastic lineup to punish any sort of aggression they want to put up, and they're also really good at getting easy kills. The Juggernaut Lich and Rubik all being a great combination. You can offensive trial in this even if you think it's appropriate. Whereas LXG... Sorry, yeah?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, LXG started with the Centaur Undying. I will say, I actually hate the start. I'm not a big fan of the Undying at all, ever since the Tombstone changes. I think Elder Titan essentially does what you want to do, but better. So, yeah.
I was gonna say, I really don't get why they picked Sentai into Jug Lich, because they're just gonna have the same problem as last game. They're just gonna get ran at, and Undying is not gonna be able to save his Sentai. And usually Centaur is decent against Jug because he can just stand and fight, but not if there is a Frost Shield involved.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I'm just not that big a fan. I think it's a very weak start for ROG... sorry, for LXG. The Shadow Shaman now, but he's gonna have to go to the safe lane, right? I don't even love the Centaur.
But they can try to go for some kind of swap. But Shadow Shaman is also kind of shitty against Lich Jug.
Yeah. I mean, Lich Jug is a very good combo, right? But you just need a stable laner against them. And particularly Centaur, I wouldn't say is one of them. I don't even think Centaur's that good to begin with. Like, I don't think it's that guy that you would say, oh, we have a bad draft, but Centaur's such a good peer of this meta. He's just okay. He is... Pango kind of does what he does, but better. So...
Yeah, Centaur is decent.
Exactly.
But... yeah, against Jug Lich, not so much. He's gonna struggle, even with Undying. Even if they, like, went for some bloody tri-lane. Like, I struggle to see how LXG is gonna survive the laning stage already. Like, Sven is also very good against... Okay.
Okay.
But this just makes me more afraid for their laning stage. Like, what's stopping ROG from doing the same thing they did last time? There is even less deep push and early fighting power on the lineup this time. So if they just pick another Shadow Fiend or a Visage or any kind of tanky hero that can build a mech or has building damage, LXG is in for a world of trouble.
A Viper, for example, which has been plagued a lot recently.
It's first banned ever again, including this one.
Never mind. Nah, I saw it. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Viper is like pretty much a stronger version of Shadow Fiend.
Yep.
Last game.
People realize now
Climbs
toxins.
faster, is tankier, pushes at the same speed. Yeah, it's strong.
Yeah. Ever since that Atos build as well. I love that Atos build that mid one started in Katowice as well. Became super popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ROG Titans.
So
last pick. What are we seeing here? What do you think we're going to see for both teams? We need mid for both teams.
Well, LXG needs a hero to make space, and they need a hero that has a good matchup. So Kunkka is rightfully banned out by ROG Titans. So OD could work, but it's kind of weak. They could go for a puck, which is always nice to have with heroes like Undying, because you just have a lot of control. You place the coil with the tombstone far away. You have a lot of zombies. I don't know, I struggle to find a good pick because there is a lot of issues that need to be solved in this draft. There needs to be some kind of deep push, but he cannot lose the lane. He needs to be able to make some space. I guess Lina is a decent option, but then Lina struggles with being really squishy. And there is so many stuns on ROG Titans too, so if you do go for like a Quop or a puck, you might just start feeding, because every single hero except for Jug already has a stun, and pretty reliable and instant ones too.
Yeah,
like,
but you can't evade telekinesis or Sinister games. So it's a difficult pick. I was liking the puck, but you make a really good point. You can't evade those stuns. They're reliable, literally, to the utmost extent. So your phase shift is at most evading a Stormhammer.
Let's see, maybe they can go for something really unconventional.
Like?
I'm just looking. I guess they could go for a Huskar if they wanted to.
Yeah?
But Huskar has been falling out of favor a bit.
And you have the counters in the pool. You can still beat him in lane with a Clinks, for example. Or a Pugna.
Well, I actually kind of like Razor. I think Razor is a good option. Wins against almost every single hero.
Quop.
I love this hero. Just like I love Shadowfiend, but it doesn't look like a great Quop game to me. Quop is a hero that absolutely needs to win the lane, and there's probably gonna be a lot of rotations on her lane, and if ROG picks a Huskar right now, game is over. Like, no question about it. Quop is not gonna be able to lane, and both Quop and Anti-Mage are gonna have to play from behind. So if they want a free win, ROG just picks Huskar. And then I'll just go get myself a drink, and when I come back, the game is gonna be over.
Jesus. Brutal words uttered by Wingblade, man, with the most monotone tone ever. Just crushed LXG's lineup. I agree though, I think the lineup has so many flaws that you have to fix, and you were trying to find this perfect hero here in the mid lane, and you have to completely switch from a versatile, say, complete lineup to a lineup that does one thing well, and that was the idea with the Razor, right? Create so much space for the Anti-Mage just play for Protect 5. But it's just so difficult to play that anyway. Like, even if the Razor was the pick, or say the puck or something, it still would have been a very difficult game to play. ROG here with the last pick. What are they gonna run against this Quop? They just...
Furion.
I wasn't expecting
They're probably gonna... Oh no, it's offlane Furion, mid Rubik.
Mid Rubik. Okay.
I don't like this. I would much prefer to see them play Furion mid, completely destroy the Quop by getting all the denies, and then having an offlane Sven with support Rubik. I think that would be the ideal way to lane it, but I mean, this could work too. I just don't like mid Rubik that much, especially against Anti-Mage, because it doesn't scale well. Like, with the way they're doing it right now, they weaken their push, and they have some kind of mid-game timing, but I feel like if they fully committed to this push, LXG would have no chance. Like I mentioned, with a Huskar or even a Visage, it would be impossible for LXG to survive like the 15 to 20 minute timing. But now I still favor ROG Titans lineup, don't get me wrong, but I think by having this Rubik mid, they give LXG an opening, but we'll see.
I'll play the counter, sorry, devil's advocate here a bit. To say that the Rubik mid, like I'm not that, I like it. I think it's okay. It's been seen to be pretty good against, for example, for a while is the counter per se when Sniper couldn't be picked against the OD because of his Fate Bolt. It's not the worst, and it's not going to lose the lane against the Quop, that's for sure. And you have some pretty useful steals here coming in the mid game. Also, one of the factors that's pretty important in the Rubik mid is that you actually get to get levels, which means you actually get to get a couple levels in either your Arcane Supremacy, yeah, or the Telekinesis, meaning you have an actual reliable stun. Rubik's support often doesn't actually have the reliable stun. The Telekinesis level 1 is garbage, and getting more levels is really difficult in Rubik's support. So there's that little advantage. You do need the crowd control here to deal with the anti-mage and the co-op. That might be part of it. You also get a free Shackles, for example, or a free Hex, which is brutal with the Arcane Supremacy.
Oh, I love this play by Rubik. He just drops his word on the floor and walks to the cliff like he just worded, but he still has it. Now he's gonna place it somewhere else.
Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. I didn't notice that. That's that's great. And they did see him right here with this word.
No, they didn't.
No.
Sadly enough, the radiant word was placed after he made the play.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Just delay it a bit longer. Try it again, Rubik. Just keep trying until they see you. Just make a spectacle of it. Mind games, man.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Rubik does decently in lane against Corp, but Huskai just destroys Corp, so yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think Rubik was the best pick. I'm just saying, just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here. Like, see their reasoning here. It also could be that he's just more comfortable. He might just be a very good Rubik, and we don't know yet. We'll see. Okay.
Just like we saw in the last matchup.
Yep.
The Ember pick.
That was an easy first blood for them. You get the Frost Shield plus the Blade Fury, impossible to leave. You essentially have to TP, and with the Sven it's a bit difficult because he has Stormhammer, so just not possible to get away. Well played there by ROG, starting well. And yeah, I think a lot of teams that go through qualifiers also do have a lot of those comfort picks, and the skill level can actually determine a lot more of these matchups. So
I love your politically correct way of saying qualifier teams.
Thank you. I worked very hard. I was doing a lot of experiments yesterday with what I could call them. Alright, in the bottom lane, actually leave Nature's Prophet together with Sven, trying to do some creep skipping. What do you think of this lane? Nature's Prophet Sven, pretty strong against A and Undying.
Quite strong. Anti-mage tends to be decent against Prophet, but with this Sven, he's like going to struggle.
And though
I feel like this is another situation where you just want to try lane. Like, I don't think Shadow Shaman Centaur is gonna win. Maybe the first few levels, I guess.
Oh, there it is. He's gone. The Lang is dead. Very good body block. Sorry, go on.
But at some point, I would like to see this Shadow Shaman rotate to the bot lane.
I don't know, the lane here of the Centaur plus Shadow Shaman, early you're gonna harass. It's a good idea to harass the Juggernaut early because Shadow Shaman actually deals much more damage than Undying. And though Decay is kind of annoying, it's just not that powerful when you have Blade Fury to evade it sometimes, and you can run away easily. So the Shadow Shaman actually offers pressure.
But I feel like if Undying is bot and Shadow Shaman is also bot, they have kill potential, and Nature's Prophet has to play carefully, which means that he's not gonna deny every single creep like he's doing right now.
That's actually a very good point. They could take much more advantage of this early game. I mean, you pick an Undying for this very reason, right? You don't pick an Undying to play kind of passively and pressure the lane that much. You want to at least get more out of this, especially now. Old Undying had more viability in the mid game. That Tombstone nerf to me was just brutal for this guy. Adrenaline Rush in trouble. There's all the mana gone. Can they kill him? Magic Stick used. Has a Stormhammer soon. There's another mana for it. TPs? Yeah, that TP was a bit hopeful.
Now he has to go for the Walk of Shame.
Yeah, I don't think that was the best TP. He's a support, luckily, so it's not that bad. But you leave Nature's Prophet alone for a while in the lane. How's the mid lane matchup going, by the way? Rubik is winning by a lot here.
Yeah. But to be fair, Queen of Pain's power spike tends to come with level 3 and level 5, and the dagger gets upgraded to 2 and 3 respectively. Queen of Pain wins lanes by harassing really high. Rubik wins by having good CS, and Pop's gonna win by just pushing Rubik out of lane. But so far, Rubik has been doing a really good job. Like, he has a self. He is leading the CS by 5, but it's gonna get harder over time until he hits level 6, at which point it gets reversed again. Because Rubik is just gonna throw the daggers right back, and Rubik's daggers are stronger than Corp's.
That's literally play by play.
Could be in trouble. Top stun coming out, and he's gonna fall.
Okay, that was easy with the Ether Shock level 2 already. They have enough damage. And this lane of Juggernaut Lich, maybe we overestimated a bit. The Shadow Shaman puts enough pressure that they actually can't win the lane that easily. And Blade Fury just recently got to level 2, so now they can actually put pressure. But they still don't have the healing word to cure the Jug. And the bottom lane, no, never mind. They were trying to do a body block. They almost got Pasot, but they can't kill him off.
Yeah, the Centaur Shadow Shaman lane is doing quite decently right now. However, even if you have a good start, this combo is still very strong. As
we saw here, right? Killing off the Shadow Shaman. And Shadow has a really difficult time once you... If you just run at him with Blade Fury, you just can't do anything, right? You're slow and you're expected to shackle Hex, but you can't. So, yeah, you're just there. Okay, well, I did my job, I die.
Even with the boots, Windlace, he's not even close to fast enough.
Nope. Especially because you have the slow, right, as well, which actually adds a lot to this.
It's unfortunate for the co-op. She made the rotation to the rune, but Sven was there just beforehand. If she got the double damage on co-op, this mid lane would have been completely fine.
Yeah, but now Rubik has quite a lot of experience advantage and considerable lasted advantage right now. Gets an early bottle as well. Cobb doesn't have her bottle if she does decide to go for one at all. Not very common nowadays.
And co-op.
Oh, wait, top bottom lane, sorry. There's the Undying dying. He does have a tombstone set up though. The zombies starting to pile up. And Hunter could be in trouble now. He can't TP. Only 2 zombies for him though. And the Sven will just deal with his tombstone easily. That double damage rune worked really nicely for them. They get a bit of extra gold with the tombstone. And just win the lane essentially. In the top lane, they try to go for the Shadow Shaman again. That Frost Shield too annoying, but they don't commit to this. Don't overcommit against a Shadow Shaman. He can punish hard. Instead, yep, there it is, the punishment. Kill off the Lich. That's why you don't overcommit against a Shadow Shaman. It's really difficult to beat that Shackle. There's too long a stun, and it gives enough time to people to TP. No. he disagrees.
Jack hesitated for a moment with his spin, so he got hexed, at which point it was too late to commit for it. It was a costly mistake.
Do you think he should have committed though? Do you think the Jug should have gone further?
I think so. He still had stick charges as well as healing word, so I think it's unlikely that a solo Centaur kills him.
But those are Quap that rotated.
Rotated, but Quap is not level 6.
Wasn't there?
I think it was a worthwhile risk, but I don't really blame him for not going for it either. It was just a bit of a miscommunication between him and his Lich, right?
I mean, in the end, you are losing overall a Lich for a Centaur, right? Which is not that big a deal. Yeah. You're happy keeping the Centaur at bay. Centaur has recovery techniques, but he usually gets a bit better in the lane.
He only has 5 last hits.
Yeah.
He has had... Wait, it's actually the Shadow Shaman core. I didn't realize this. The Centaur is a support here.
Whoa, you're totally right. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so used to... I've never seen a Shadow Shaman offlane that I just completely omitted that it's Parasite playing that Centaur. Wow. Okay. Well, we're noob casters apparently. CXC going in. Catching the Shadow Shaman, they'll kill off both, and look at that steal. Sonic, like you mentioned, get the Scream of Pain, and they deal so much damage, even with just level 2 Scream of Pain. Rubik in the Arcane Supremacy is fantastic.
Seems pretty strong. Yeah, that was like 500 magic damage, 7 minutes into the game.
Can we talk about this Shadow Shaman offlane now that we finally realized this? Like, what do you think the idea is behind Centaur support Shadow Shaman offlane?
I guess Centaur doesn't really skill that well if he has a mediocre lane. He's not gonna be able to get close to creeps that easily.
This is a pretty crazy attempt, I think. The Shadow Shaman still has the Shackles. I fear the Shadow Shaman. He has the Shackles yet. The Queen of Pain. Oh no, not the Queen of Pain, sorry, the Rubik actually joined in. And he's gonna get the double kill. This is what a Rubik should be doing, by the way. Immediately, as soon as you get your level 6, start rotating, create space on the map. That's perfect mid Rubik play. I really like this mid player from ROG. I think he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, for sure. But it's easier for Shadow Shaman to get CS in that lane. And if you get some points into your wards and maybe an Aghanims and a Blink, you can be really useful on the map.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I haven't seen that much of it, so it's hard for me to really decide if it's worth it.
Okay, Kaneki in the middle lane. Could he be in trouble? No, he's gonna blink in time. Oh, wait, Rubik still blink, but misses the guess. Kaneki will be in the trees. There's only one place he can go, which is the trees, and they're thinking about this. They actually ping right behind it. But Rubik is close to being out of mana.
Such a good job annoying the Quap. This is the second time he managed to steal a rune right from under the nose of the Quap. And this cost her so much time and regen. Like she has to run to base because Sven stole the rune.
Oh, on top lane, they're gonna kill off the Shadow Shaman yet again. Oh, he's surviving for now. The Omni Slash, Shackles, waiting for the TP. Oh, the last hit from Hunter comes in just to ensure that there's no TP response here. Good and well played. Now they can secure a tower as well. This is the kind of rotation you ideally want when they just profit, right? Kill plus tower, kill plus tower. This is ideal.
Yep, perfect timings.
ROG, meanwhile.
Even if they do rotate in the Quap, it's not gonna do enough.
They don't have Chain Frost just yet though, so Lich is gonna die here. Maybe they have to do some of the healing work. They deny him! Hunter! Just 2 ticks, 2 auto attacks this team fight, and he had so much impact. That's how you really play carry, boys. Only go for last hits. They actually... Wow. Wow. That is not something you should let yourself steal. Sonic Wave for Rubik. Okay.
Yeah. Rubik's Sonic Wave has 20% spell amplification, which means that's gonna hit for like 400 pure damage. That's quite a lot.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Plus, you also get that extra bit of disabling, right? I'm actually not sure. Does it push him back or not further, but for longer because of the supremacy?
I am really not sure.
That's an interesting mechanic. We're gonna check with this next Sonic Wave usage. I don't know if I'll be able to tell, actually. You're the Quap expert, so I need you to analyze this Rubik Sonic Wave.
I'll keep a close eye on the pushback time and distance.
Next level was 0.1 second more push. Actually, great play. They gave him enough time. I mean,
The
Rubik
difference is only 28%, but who knows?
Yeah, it's not going to be too impactful. It's only level 2 Arcane Supremacy. Usually you start to max it now though, which is going to be pretty impactful. Kaneki could actually die here to a Fatebolt Sonic Wave. That's how strong this combination is.
Good bait this though.
Okay, he plays aggressively. Anti-Mage is coming into Rubik. He still has that Sonic Wave. They want to get rid of that Sonic Wave, and that's why I think they're playing so aggressively against them, but they might be running into a trap. They consider the TP. Oh, Anti-Mage goes in with a Mana Void. He tried to kill the Rubik, but instead they get the Fear onto him, plus a Storm Hammer. They can kill him off. They need Sonic Wave, and yes, they murder the Quap before we can even check if what we were saying is true. But the Quap got decimated by her own skill. It's pretty satisfying to see that.
My goodness, that damage was absolutely insane.
Yeah. And with that, he actually gets enough for Arcane Boots. And I mean, if you want to, he can actually go for a utility Rubik with a bit of a Guardian Grease build. I know it's not the typical thing you go for a Rubik, but I mean...
Yeah, I don't expect to see that this game. Or any
ever.
game.
Yeah, no, I think it's a I wouldn't recommend it as a build, but if you win by this much, you know, and you want to go, like, in this meta...
You could also buy a Yasha.
No, he's going for Midas, actually. That is something I was not expecting to see on the Rubik. I know it's just the meta,
like, I'm already owning. I mean, I might as well secure the late game, right?
I still think
it's a really bad idea when you are playing against an anti-mage with a Rubik, but hey. I am not questioning ROG's... I don't actually know his name.
Yeah, no, his name is Point. Yeah, it's not an official.
Because he has been owning this entire series.
Yeah, he's been doing a very good job. I agree with your Midas pickup. I would just say that maybe Midas is fine, but definitely after Arcane Boots. Rubik has a huge power spike, which is a simple item like Arcane Boots. And delaying them for a Midas, I guess to maximize your farm, but...
I don't think the Arcane Boots are a problem, because you used to even see Rubiks with Phase Boots. But I would have liked to see a reasonably quick kills. But it's not super needed yet, so I actually don't mind the Midas too much, because I feel like rushing a naked blink is kind of bad, and he's probably gonna be able to get away with this. There is no other item that he desperately needs. It's the same reason why I like building Midas on Pop sometimes, because some games it's not needed to rush an Orchid, and you can build a Midas, which is definitely what I would do this game too, to try to somehow catch up. Because Orchid is not gonna do anything and Yules is too defensive. We will see what she decides to do.
Oh, mid lane, the snakes are starting to push. I think counter push here. No. It also starts to, another point to be made is that Midas with an anti-mage gets an extra bit of use because anti-mage takes so much farm in the map that usually you end up starved, and Midas creates gold out of nowhere, right? So it's that kind of consistent farming that's really useful if you're paired with an anti-mage, a Meeple, or a Medusa. Because Quap won't have space to recover. True. Like she just, they can't afford to do that. They need the anti-mage to come online. And he's also behind.
It looks like she doesn't want to go greedy. She's just going for the threats, and I'm intrigued to see what she builds next.
I see Yols
in games like these, I actually kind of like building Blade Mail on Quap, because you are so incredibly poor, and if you blink in with Blade Mail, you can at least deal some damage. But that's kind of a last-ditch effort. Arcane Rune coming out on Rubik, that's quite scary.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't see it, he didn't see it.
Oh, wow. What's up for? What? Yes, I do. I totally see it. That ward sees it. Oh, wait, no, that's the radio ward. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. I was thinking, what? I swear, why do I have vision of this rune then? Okay, yeah. The Rubik won't see it, unfortunately. Won't get the Arcane Rune in time. Maybe he goes to the enemy team. He can actually do a lot of power. Look at the anti-mage, though. He's starting to rotate even to the mid lane. He's trying to desperately find farm. He's not that far off the Battle Fury, though, to be honest. With the double Wraith Band plus Strides build, he's actually okay farm. Arcane will go to Hunter. He's gonna steal that bounty. Quap, though, does catch him with a Stampede on top of that. Hunter in trouble. He can't TP in time. I don't think he's gonna have the tank to TP in front of him. Anti-mage even joining in. Tries to sprout TP. Doesn't do it.
He creates a forest grave for himself.
Yeah. At least he dies peacefully, you know, surrounded by his best friends. So, yeah, could be worse. Now it's time for them to take a tower in that bottom. But honestly, you have an anti-mage and a Quap both under farmed. It's just the worst possible position to be in with the kind of lineup. The AM is going to have to pull a miracle. I don't mean the player. I mean the literal miracle.
He's reasonably farmed, but reasonably farmed is not going to win this game.
Yep.
They need to make something happen. Like they can try farming, but he's... Oh,
okay, this Hunter is really weird. Tombstone as well, Shackles. Telekinesis stops this Shadow Shaman again. A lot of damage from ROG, steals the Shackles. Now she's able to catch the Undying if they want to, but the Undying just gets away. Okay, finally, Sinister Gaze. And with those Shackles that last 6 years and a half, he's going to be dead for sure. The snakes are also cleared, free gold. The Illusion Nature's Prophet, which was a bit too offensive, I would say, with that TP. I don't think he had vision of them, he was just trying to farm. But if you get the tower here, like if you get a tier 3 from this would be ridiculous. I don't think they can take this down in time, right?
I think...
Maybe.
On ROG, they can just do whatever they want right now.
I mean, you have an anti-mage, right? This is the issue with the anti-mage. If you push early against an anti-mage, he's just forced to join team fights when he can't. He doesn't have Battle Fury. He can't really... Oh, he does have it. He finally got it. So maybe it's his time to shine. He needs one more item. Sonic Wave, beautiful! Shining Frost though onto 2, the Shackles now stopping this poor Juggernaut, but he's managed to spin in time. The Chain Frost completely stops his initiation, disengages, LFT also dies here, the anti-mage doesn't have buyback, Centaur is forced to buy back, Quap doesn't have buyback either, Stormhammer catches the Undying, was walking next to the enemy team. Way too cocky in his performance. Omni Slash eaten completely by the Centaur who cannot tank it. Blade Fury to finish him off, even if it's the Hoof Stomp. That's ROG taking an easy team fight from their name. And now going for the Rex in the middle lane. Also for the range Rex.
That was a 5-man Scream Sonic Wave and it only scratched them.
Yeah. I mean... They got a really good Sonic Wave, but there was no follow-up either, right? The anti-mage just can't do anything, and they're putting way too much pressure too early. You have essentially a 4 vs 5 lineup with a relatively weak lineup already.
Yep.
And we're gonna see...
As I mentioned before, I think Quap is a decent hero, but you need to pick her in a winning lane, because if you lose the lane, I guess we can see she can throw spells, but she doesn't kill anyone, and she just dies the moment she blinks in. This is just an innate problem of the hero, and if you can't fix that with your draft, picking Quap is just a detriment to your team.
And on the other side, the ROG guys play this really well. Like, this is exactly the ideal scenario for mid Rubik, right? You don't need to get into the late game when you're useless. You are constantly useful because you get the early game spike and you take huge advantage of it. Even though I'm also not a big fan of the Midas, the Rubik just played wonderfully, right? They create a lot of space for his team, put a lot of pressure to the enemy team. It's exactly what you have to do. And you still have the secure farm from the Midas, which is okay, right?
I think he could have gone for Sanjay and Yasha and still been in a good position.
Exactly, yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, Rubik doesn't really need that many items, right? Early on. You still have impact mid Rubik just because of your better experience. And since he won the experience in lane, that's all he needed. Jug.
He could try to go for a cheeky play on the call, but I doubt he has kill potential.
Do they even know the Roshan's happening right now? I mean, they probably guess.
I don't think so.
I don't think they're aware.
Pinged, but it got pinged by the Furion, so it's... I don't think they see it coming. Could try to go for the Rubik here, but he does have the Stampede.
Well, this Roshan will fall.
Steals the Shadow Strike though, so he could very well be dead here. He's gonna try to go for the TP, is he gonna get it?
Yes, he will. Are you even doubting ROG's mid? Come on, Linkblade, you know better than that.
I wouldn't even dare. I'm just trying to hype cast for the sake of it, you know.
Oh wow, that's my job. Don't steal it away. I mean, we saw him beat a Kunkka, you know, with a Shadow Fiend. Like, if you can do that, you can do anything. You know, that's the equivalent of flying in Dota. That's really impressive.
Even as a Yules now, he's so strong.
He went for travels as well, by the way, right after the Yules, so, or before the Yules. Shadow Strike for the Anti-Mage, they don't have enough damage.
Steals the Blink. Is he gonna chase?
Oh, this Rubik wants to play Anti-Mage, they use Omni Slash. Okay, that Omni Slash plus Yules is not the best combo, but okay, you kill him in time.
Just a little bit of BM.
Yeah, that was total BM. Oh. Actually, Blink on Rubik is pretty useful.
Either one.
I don't think the steal is that bad. I think he has the cast range as well. It's pretty good. You have a lot of mobility, and you have dominating by so much that Fade Bolt is all the damage you really need.
Oh yeah, for sure. Blink is one of the best spells you can steal.
Yeah.
Usually the Quap Blink is better because, I mean, it's
more range.
Just a better Blink on max level. It has the same cooldown, but Quap's Blink is longer range.
Yep. The only difference is the cast point's different, but Rubik obviously modifies that to 0.1, so it's all G. And on top of that, even the Quad Blink when it's less levels, it's slightly more useful on a Rubik if you can initiate like this, because you can blink in, steal a spell, and that's it. So the range is just so much more important. We'll see what they do now, because they smoke in front of the tower. Is this a smoke to bait, or is this a smoke just for BM? I'm not entirely sure, because they just revealed like 3 of the characters already. And only Lich is smoked out. There's no use for the smoke. The Stampede comes in. No Ags in this Centaur, so he can't really tank much even with the Stampede. Dead off. Kaneki, though, fights against the Lich. Hope to get a kill, but they used all their ultimates on this Lich, including a Mana Void. LFT will sacrifice himself to this for no reason. Kaneki, 2 seconds until the blink. Can he get out? No! Stormhammer cancels his potential escape. And the guys from ROG will also take down these snakes. For extra gold.
The desperation is showing on the side of LXG.
You're trying to get just a kill.
They know they need to do something, so they just throw their spells, run in and hope for the best. And it's just not enough. ROG is leading by 2 much.
Okay, silent stop, adrenaline rush, thinking. Is a GG gonna happen soon? I don't want to drop to lower brackets so soon, but I don't think they have much of an option. Sprout again catches the Undying, and just they're dying one by one, unable to really coerce a team fight. ROG forcing them out completely with a useless anti-mage that can't do anything, and the melee racks are about to fall. The last melee racks here, minute 22. AM with only a Battle Fury is just saying, what can I do, guys? What am I supposed to do this game? You have to give me space, so you gave me none of it. Caught by a telekinesis, they're actually going to kill him off? Really? With just a telekinesis and the Stormhammer as well? That's, don't give up, they say. Oh, the beam is real. ROG absolutely annihilated an LXG that just seems unable to do anything. Even Omni Slash cancelled by the Glimmer Cape. Who cares? They're going for the tier 4s. Finally, the objectives are here. And yeah, LXG is just over them. GG, well played.
That's how quickly it can go.
Okay.
No Huska is needed.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I think ROG played this just and superbly better, like this whole best of 3. Yes, LXG didn't.
For sure.
Like LXG didn't have the best drafts to begin with. I think they wasn't too adapted to the meta, but they also had a bit of sloppy play, which should be fixed. I don't know. I'm a big fan of ROG.
Plus good execution equals wins.
Yep. That was a fantastic execution by ROG, though. Like, even though LXG did not play to the fullest of the potential we're used to seeing in these qualifiers, I think ROG really showed us some high-level Dota. So, it totally deserved victory. And honestly, their mid player has won a new fan. So, today's best of 3 definitely showed his skill. Alright. Well, 2 new fans. See, Wingblade's also a fan because he plays Shadow Fiend. So, that's all you need, right? Shadow Fiend player is your love. Alright, with that said, guys, we're going to say goodbye to you for a couple minutes as we wait for the next match to start up today. I just need to check if that is... Yeah, I believe the next match should be the Winners Brackets Finals between Signify and... I'm just double checking. Yeah, so it's going to be the Winners Brackets Finals between Signify and ROG Titans. So it's going to be a very exciting best of 3 to determine the first finalist of these qualifiers. Losers brackets will be played tomorrow, so if you're here for LXG, you get to watch them tomorrow against Coming Soon. Hope you enjoyed the cast, hope you enjoyed the games for now. We'll be back very shortly with the last game, the last best of 3 of the day. My name has been Swordfish. I've been here with Wingblade Dota. I'll see you guys soon, and enjoy some tunes while we wait for that game to start up.